Hey, Jets Nation, and welcome back to the JETS Jets Show. Sean here, and today we're talking about some of the trades, the big time trades that have gone down in the NFL so far this offseason. And I have a couple takes on them, so I wanted to just quickly mention some of them. So we have, the Devante Adams one was a little surprising to me. I'm not surprised he went to the Raiders. Obviously, a connection with Derek Carr there, but I am surprised. One, that he's getting paid $28.3 million a year, which is insane. Um, that's a move I wouldn't have made as a Jets. Too much money. But if you're the Raiders, made the playoffs, what's going to take you to the next level? And that move very might well be the move that does it. So I'm surprised the Packers only got a first and a second for him in return. I would think they would get more for him. I mean, he is the best wide receiver in football. I do think the Raiders probably got the better end of the deal particularly in terms of compensation. So would I have enjoyed having him on the Jets? I would have loved having him on the Jets, but not really a realistic move. So another move, the Russell Wilson trade, and Seattle lost another trade in terms of my opinion again. I mean, they've got a lot in return for him, but if I'm Seattle, I don't care about the players that I got in exchange for him. I could care less about those guys. Noah Fant, Drew Lock, was it Shelby Harris? No, I don't care. I want draft picks. I want to rebuild my roster. So I mean, I would have been trying to get more draft picks, draft capital out of that trade. I mean, Seattle's traded away a lot of draft picks in the past few years, so they really need to restock some of them, especially since they're going in the direction of trading Russell Wilson. So I wouldn't be surprised if they trade a bunch more players, DK Metcalf included. Not to the Jets, though. I don't expect that to happen. I don't think it's the fit, and the compensation would be a little bit too high in terms of draft capital, so definitely wouldn't be for that particular move. Aaron Rodgers coming back, Tom Brady coming back. I mean, I wish Tom Brady would just freaking retire already, but it is what it is. The other thing, Aaron Rodgers, I mean, look, you bring him back, you can't keep Devante Adams because you can't afford to pay both of them. You can't pay Aaron Rodgers $50 million a year and Devante Adams $30 million. You can't play two players $80 million. I mean, that's easily 40% of your entire cap allocation going to two players. I mean, and I guess you have to go with the quarterback because that's what this league's built around. So I guess you have no choice but to make that move. The Amari Cooper move, I think both teams did well in that trade. The Browns needed that wide receiver big time. As a Jet fan, Cooper was not the move I wanted to make, so I don't really care about that all that much. But I think Dallas got fair compensation. They're trying to shuffle the deck over there. Makes sense. Get rid of that cap number. Keep some of the other guys that are a little bit cheaper, and a couple more of them. I mean, when you get rid of a $20 million contract, you could potentially bring in 2 to 3 other players for that $20 million. And considering they're losing a bunch of guys, it's valuable. So, those are the main moves. I mean, I expect some more moves to be made. I mean, the Robert Woods is another one that just got traded. Didn't like him for the Jets either. I don't want a guy that, we have enough injuries and a guy that's coming off a big injury. So I'm not too crazy about that. There's only one trade I would consider at this point. That's the Danielle Hunter for a second-round pick trade. But that being said, if I had to pick between trading for Danielle Hunter and that second-round pick, I wouldn't be upset over it, but that's not the move I would make. I would keep the draft pick, draft the pass rusher in the first round somewhere. My guy is Jermaine Johnson. I like him I actually like him better than even Aiden Hutchinson. So that's obviously saying a lot. I just think he's a higher upside guy, and I was really impressed with watching his film, the run stopping. He can stop the run on the edge, which is something not all these guys can do coming into the NFL. Some of these guys that have the pass rush skills, so really definitely like that. And he's the guy I would definitely go with as a pass rusher, or the guy I'd like to go with. Yeah, so it's been a crazy year, some crazy trades. You know, before we started, Grayson was telling me that he thinks, you know, the show should trade me and he should host from now on. But I don't know what kind of content he's going to be bringing you. Anyway, that's my rundown. Let me know what you guys think of the trades. Who made out, who didn't, who lost, who won. You know, I'm sure we'll be talking about this for years to come with some of these guys, some of these players, and these teams and trades and stuff like that. You know, we're still talking about the fresh wound of trading 3 second-round picks to get Sam Darnold. So it still hurts thinking about. You know, we could have stayed put, kept those 3 picks, and drafted Josh Allen instead, and we'd be a whole different franchise right now. But hindsight's 2020, right? Now we have Jody in place that can make the right decisions. So move this franchise forward to a great place, and you know, hopefully our first Super Bowl in 50-something years. So anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to be coming out with a mock draft show. I'll do a live mock draft recording for you guys. Show you my thoughts, what I think, you know, some of the things are that we could do to completely rebuild this roster, turn this team around, and become a winning franchise in 2022. So with that, I'll talk to you guys next time.